until next week.
Yeah.
But I'll be
Okay,
trying.
Steve Sperry, guys, give me a hand. Thank you. I'm sorry Alan has no passion. Who's heard of me? Oh, please stop. You're embarrassing me. That 14 years in the minor leagues didn't make me a household name. For what I was when I started, I'll take it. So when I was a freshman in high school, I was 4'11", 90 pounds. I was the smallest kid in school. I barely made the team because my brother was a star. Right? Freshman year, I got 3 at-bats the whole year. I coached first base. I knew every umpire. By the time I was a senior in high school, I'm 5'8", 140 pounds. So I went from tiny to small. This is going to be my year. Junior, I was on JV. It's my first year of varsity as a senior. It's going to be my year. I got a little stronger. Well, I had a sophomore take my job. So I sat the bench. I got to coach first again. I still knew all the umpires. Under JC's in California, I don't get recruited. You know what? The coach knows I'm coming there. He didn't even have to call me. Well, I went out for the summer team and I got cut, so that wasn't the plan. 3 days later, I'm home watching Oprah with my mom, and my brother comes home with a uniform for me. A couple guys quit, made some bad decisions. Right? So all of a sudden, I'm a freshman in college. I'm 19 years old. I got 3 at-bats the whole year. Knew every umpire, coaching first, and I played in the big leagues. Guys, don't let anybody tell you that you're too small to play this game. Right? Because nobody knows when you're going to grow except for God, and that's it. And I'm saying you don't even have to grow. You need to be strong. You need to be a baseball player. You need to have instincts. You do not have to be 6'4". What's Dustin Pedroia, 6'5"? This guy's 5'7". He's one of the smallest guys in the game, and this guy could shrink 2 inches and be a big league all-star. So it's not about being tall. When I scout for the Toronto Blue Jays, when I'm not our mental coach, I scout the Dodgers' whole system. And when I see that guy up there, 6'4", worried about how his pants look and looking all great, my antennas go up, man. I'm not getting tricked by a good body. I want baseball players. I want gamers, right? So, anyways, fortunately I grew 4 inches when I was 20 years old. Right now I'm 6 foot, 170 pounds. I go from a second-string second baseman to an all-conference shortstop, right, in 1 year. And I'm getting recruited by all these schools. I had a full ride to UC Irvine. I had a full ride to UCLA. A full ride, 100%. For 3 days, my dad's favorite school is UCLA. I'm going to UCLA for 3 days. And then Gary Adams, he looked at my transcripts and he's like, "Really, buddy, you took badminton?" Guys, I know at this little punk age you're at, your parents know nothing. I get it. I got a couple kids. Trust me, listen to them. Get good grades. Let your ability dictate where you're going to go to school. I had a full ride to UCLA and I couldn't get in. It probably cost me 15 rounds in the draft. So I went to that big baseball powerhouse up north, University of Utah. Froze my butt off, hurt my arm. I ended up DHing the whole year because I hurt my arm. Right? Cold weather, didn't take care of it. Probably neglected my long toss, right? And this is the beautiful thing about baseball, right? Once you get into high school, college, pro baseball, you will be evaluated by somebody every single day you play. Well, I'm playing Brigham Young, and everybody was there to see Rick Aguilera, Wally Joyner, Corey Snyder. Parents probably heard of these guys, all 15-year big leagues. 50 scouts in the stands to see them. I went 5 for 5 with 2 doubles, a home run, and 5 RBIs, and that's the day that I got drafted. And I know that was the day that I got drafted because I was the first day I ever played the outfield of my life. And I was brutal in the outfield. Right? That ball would be bouncing in my head. I was terrible. That's where the scouts saw me. Thought I was an outfielder. So I signed with the Mets. I get drafted by the Mets, fortunately. 20th round, I go to Little Falls, New York. I hit 246, 11 home runs. Just did okay. And next year I go home, I lift. I'm ready to go to spring training. I barely make the low A ball team. I'm the 5th outfielder on the team. Guess what I'm doing now? Coaching first base again. Same thing I did. I can do this, right? Well, a couple guys, our second baseman gets traded, and I told my coach, I said, "Coach, I'm an infielder." He's like, "Thank God, because you suck in the outfield," right? And I'm like, "I know, I'm an infielder." And so he lets me play second base, and everything's going pretty good. 8th inning ground ball, double play right between my legs. So that sort of sucked. So I didn't play there for about a week. A week goes by, everything's going really good. Puts me back in at second base, 8th inning ground ball, double play right between my legs again. So I got 4 hits that day. Let me give you guys a little tip. You want to play at the next level? You better hit. Right? I ended up playing every single day the rest of the year. I ended up leading the league in hits. I was second in the league in hitting behind Vince Coleman. I hit 330. I had 50 hits in August. And I still didn't know what I was doing yet. Next year I go to Double A. We got 18 guys on that team played in the big leagues. We had Lenny Dykstra, Billy Beane. You guys see Moneyball? Yeah, I was in his wedding. Not Brad Pitt, Billy Beane. All right? Everybody's like, is Billy Beane that smart? I'm like, buddy, when you room with me for 2 years, you're going to pick up something. I'm just kidding. Sort of. So I'm in Double A, did okay. Next year I'm in Triple A. One step away from the big leagues. 2.5 years ago, I'm coaching first in college. This is how quick it could happen, right? I spent 11 years in AAA. I got 2 hits in each league in the big leagues. I feel blessed to say I got 2 hits in the big league, right? I played in 1,591 minor league games. I had 1,592 hits. I was very happy to see that, right? And I didn't know what I was doing until I was about 28 years old. And I finally figured out what it was about. Anybody that knows anything about me, knows anything about what I talk about, what my main vein is in my speeches, your career, at this age right here, we're going to call it a career, starts when you say, I don't care what I hit. The batting average is the biggest trap in baseball. Parents, get rid of it. Get rid of the batting average. I can't have a goal where I can do everything right and go 0 for 4. Write that down. I hit 3 rockets right on the screws, right at somebody. I beat the pitcher. Pitcher knows I beat him. Pitcher's mom knows I beat him. And I just lost confidence because my little batting average went down. Guys, it happens in the big leagues right now. There's guys that don't know what you know right now. They're still chasing the batting average, right? If I took 2 teams and I said, this team I'll give you $100 for you guys. $100 for every time you compete, hit the ball hard, and help your team win. And this team I'll give you $100 for every time you get a hit. What team you want to be on? You want to be on this team, right? That's an attainable goal. I could do that, right? No, I got to get a hit, right? We base our success on getting hits and doing everything right and going 0 for 4. I call Abner Doubleday a genius because when he said get it by 8 guys, he created the greatest game in the world because that's when the mind screw was invented. Get it by 8 guys. I just smoked that ball. Get a hit, buddy. Right? Get rid of it. If I get you guys to do 4 things every single day from this day forward, walk up to the plate with confidence with an attainable goal to hit the ball hard, attack the inside part of the baseball and hit it properly, and I'll talk about that in a little bit. What do you think the most important thing is? Help your team win that day. That's what it's about, right? Here's what we really do. We walk up there with less than 100% confidence because my batting average is bringing me down. My goal is to get a hit. That's unattainable. I can't control that. I end up hooking balls and hitting hard ground balls to short. I'm right-handed. Second, if I'm left, I'm on the wrong side of the ball. It's all about me. No, guys. Dude, you hit the ball hard, you win from here on out. Parents, if you don't get to go to one of their games, it's not how many hits did you get today, it's how many good at-bats did you have. Big difference in that saying, right? I got big league all-stars that call me once a week, and I tell them the same thing I'm telling you guys. You guys know Mark Trumbo, right? This guy calls me once a week. Guess what? Mark Trumbo has 2 players in him. So do you. So did I. So did Vatch. I got confident Mark Trumbo, who's a star, and I got non-confident Mark Trumbo, who sucks. He's not very good. It's the same thing with you. You got confident little Johnny, good player. Non-confident guy's not a good player. So what do we got to do now? We got to get that confident guy to show up, right? He's good. He's going to have a chance to play at the next level. If you don't bring confident little Johnny to the yard, trust me, you're going to have a very short career. You can't afford not to bring the confident guy. This is why you change what you think success is. This is why hit ball hard, you win. And I have a Twitter account, before I forget, @QualityAtBats. Follow me on Twitter. I blow them out all the time. I was at a Christian retreat with my wife about 3 years ago. All Major League and Minor League Baseball players. I'm the oldest guy there. Nobody knows I'm there. And I'm in a little 7-man group. And you had to introduce yourself. I said, my name's Steve Springer. I'm the mental coach for the Blue Jays. And I see this little 20-year-old kid just smiling. I said, you got my CD, don't you, buddy? He says, I can't believe you're here. I said, I've had your CD for 5 years. He was a sandwich pick. He says, I can't wait to tell my brother-in-law you're here. He's going to flip. I said, who's your brother-in-law? He says, Ben Zobrist. Ben Zobrist is an all-star with the Tampa Bay Rays, right? He got my CD when he was 25 years old in Double-A, and 2 years later he was an all-star because he got rid of his batting average. I met him that night. He couldn't believe I was there, right? We talked for like a half an hour. I gave him my new CD. It's midnight, and I see Ben the next morning. I say, hey, buddy, I didn't mean to wear you out last night. I apologize. He said, What, are you kidding me? We went up to a room at midnight and listened to it. We almost called you. This is a Major League All-Star buying in to the batting average, guys. It is evil, right? You guys know Paul Goldschmidt, the Diamondbacks? If they voted on the MVP right now, he would win it. Okay, this guy calls me once a week. Last year, the first month of the season, he was hitting 180. And A.J. Pollock, who's my guy, who got my CD when he was in college and says he wished he would have had it in high school, he tells Goldschmidt, would you just call this guy? They're buddies. So Goldschmidt calls me. I give him my whole spiel. I've never seen him swing the bat. I'm giving him the same spiel I'm giving you guys right now. He starts a 17-game hitting streak with 8 home runs. I didn't give him a mechanical tip. Guys, the mind is powerful, and we have to learn how to get out of our own way. And I'm telling you right now, the batting average is the biggest trap in baseball. It will put you in a 3-hour timeout, 2-hour timeout. That's what it feels like when we're chasing our batting average. We're doing everything right. Right? We're not getting our hits, but yet we're hitting balls hard. And now we're walking around in pout mode. Oh, man, this sucks. No, let me give you a little tip. Good hitters line out more. Better hitter you become, the more lineouts you're going to have. So instead of going into pout mode, go into like a hit mode. That's why I line out. Right? That's what it's all about, guys. It's hitting balls hard, helping your team win. Doing those 4 things. Getting rid of your batting average. That is my main vein in my CD. Your career starts when you say, I don't care what I hit. All right? You guys got that batting average saying? I call it Satan in my CD. Destroys more young kids than anything in the game, hands down. And now you know about it. Parents, no batting average. I talked about watching the pitcher on my CD. This is huge for me. Okay? My first 7 years, I'm in the stands seeing who my next date was. Watch the pitcher. Every pitch he makes. If you're hitting 5th, you got 4 at-bats off this guy in your mind. I work for the Toronto Blue Jays. I'm our mental coach. I tell all our kids, I say, you don't have 5 at-bats today. You got 20. But 15 are when your buddies are hitting. Right? Pitchers are creatures of habit. They're going to show you what they're throwing. Right? Way too many hitters try and hit the fastball, curveball, slider, changeup. You're looking for everything. You're not ready for anything. Well, let me ask you a question. Is it easier to hit 1 pitch when you know it's coming or 3 and you don't? If I told you here comes a fastball 100% and you can't put a good swing on it, go play soccer. All right? You got to be able to do that. Right? But as you guys get older and you get into high school, if you're lucky enough to play college, if you're lucky enough to play pro baseball, breaking balls are coming. Right? They're coming. Don't take this the wrong way. I always want you to hunt a fastball until it's time not to. Who plays high school here? Runners on second, third. You've already smoked the fastball in the game with less than 2 outs. You think you're going to see middling fastball? Well, why am I sitting on it? Right? I'm going to sit on. Too many players look for something they want to hit rather than what they're going to get. And like I said, I always want to hit a fastball. But when I started hunting pitches and sitting on something when I was going to get, and now I'm walking up to the plate with confidence 5 times a night, it was fun. Everybody's like, oh, Spring, you're a guest hitter. Yeah, I am. Educated guessing. Right? Let's get one thing straight. Guessing, sitting on, anticipating, looking for, it's all the same word. Guess just sounds bad. It sounds okay if I'm going to anticipate a break or a fastball here, right? Well, I'm going to guess. Oh, that's a bad word. It's all about definitions now. Right? If I'm sitting on, how do you hit it off speed? For me, I call it loading late. Right? If the plate's right here, pitcher's out there, in my mind, the plate's back by the catcher. I don't have to come out there like I'm going to hit a fastball. Right? I zone up. If the ball's down, it's going to stay down. That's what I told Trumbo the other day. I go, dude, getting a little sick of this little swing and the slider in the dirt. He said, how about zoning up with 2 strikes? He's like, oh, you're dropping me on, they're dropping that on me now after 4 years? Right? And he loved the tip. Right? Zone up. Right? Hitting his slow feet, fast hands, quiet head. Slow feet, fast hands, quiet head, taking a controlled, violent swing. It's a violent act to hit the baseball. Right? It's not violent. It's not controlled. It's controlled violence. Right? On a pitch that I'm looking for. I just think it's so much easier to hit 1 pitch when you know it's coming. I'm in control in that batter's box until I get 2 strikes, guys. Right? Not the pitcher. I can guarantee you in your next game, I'll give you my house if somebody has a chemistry test in the 3rd inning. pitcher's the test. Keep your eyes on the pitcher. If you're not watching the pitcher, you're not studying for the test. Right? What's your name, bud? John. So I tell you that you're going to play for the Blue Jays tonight. And you're going to lead off, and you don't need to see one warm-up pitch from Verlander. How you feeling? So it's going to be tough. Now I tell you, you're still on the team. You're hitting ninth. You get to see every warm-up pitch. You get to see 8 hitters in front of you. A little more comfort, right? Probably hit one off his neck, right? Comfort level is what we're looking for. Watch the pitcher, every pitch he makes. Hunt pitches. Right? 2 strikes, now we battle. Now we battle. Who are the right-handed hitters here? Wow, trust me. This breaking ball is going to be your strikeout pitch. It'll be at 70 to 80% of the time. So this better be in the back of my mind that I might get this. I scout every single night when I'm not coaching. And I have written down the Dodgers. I've seen their whole system. I have not written down this year, this guy's got a bad swing. They all got good swings. They wouldn't be there. Now I've written down his approach sucks. His confidence level's low. His compete level's low. Right? This is about confidence and competing. Right? I am a confidence coach. I am a compete coach. Right? If your confidence and compete level is below average, you will not play where your ability. You will underachieve. You'll underachieve. This is Paul Goldsmith's favorite thing that I talk about. I said, buddy, who do you want to trade abilities with? He said, nobody. I said, then what's it about? It's about the mind. It's about to compete. Right? Be the best competitor on the field, buddy. You got a chance to be the best player on the field. If you're not the best competitor on the field, you have 0 chance of being the best player on the field. And when I say the word compete, I don't mean go middle linebacker on me. Right? I mean go free safety. You got time. Slow it down. I talk about breathing on my CD. Right? Slow the game down. Like I said, I scout every night, and when I see a guy like this, it actually affects my breathing. It makes me hyperventilate. In the stands. I'm just going, buddy, breathe. You're killing me. Right? Look hitterish. Right? This looks hitterish right here. Now, I can't stand it when I see a guy standing like this, and the pitcher's getting the signs, and the guy's like this. He's still getting the signs on it. That doesn't look hitterish, does it? I don't care if you go like this. I don't care if you go like this. But when he's getting his signs, I am not standing there like a statue. Look at Trumbo. Trumbo goes like this. Look how relaxed I am. Right? You're going to be your best athlete when your heart beats between 60 and 70. Not 120. Slow the game down, man. Be under control with your breathing. Right? This is how you make 92 look 82. Right? Too many guys make 92 look 102 because they're up there and they're breathing and they're tense. They're nervous. Right? Do not be a perfectionist in this game. Parents, I know you love your kids more than anything. But trust me, they're playing the biggest self-esteem destroying sport in the world right now, especially the little guys. Right? Here's what happens. They make an error, they're embarrassed. The other team's cheering. They don't like that. The coach is usually yelling at the kid, and then he's got to ride home with you and get another earful. Yeah, laugh, I hear you. Yet we love them more than anything. But yet we're putting so much pressure on them. By the time they're 13, who's 13 and over? Great job, parents. They're still playing. Because most kids, when they're 12, want to quit because they don't like the feeling of being in a 2-hour timeout. They're always in trouble. Right? Build them up. This game will break them down enough. I don't need my teammate doing it, my coach doing it, or my parent doing it. It's going to do it by itself. I want these kids to play when they get their man's body. They got their boy body right now. And most kids won't even play at 13 because they don't like the feeling of what it does to you. This is why you change what you think success is. Hit the ball hard, you win. I'll give you a story. I got a dad, 7-year-old dad, coaching a travel ball team. I play tennis with his girlfriend. I meet the guy. He says, yeah, he's all proud. Yeah, I'm a coach of a 7-year-old travel ball team. I tell him that same story. So, you're coaching the biggest self-esteem destroying sport in the world, huh? He says, yeah. I said, what do you mean? I said, well, he makes an error. He's embarrassed. He wants to cry. The other team's cheering. You're yelling at him. And he's got to ride home with you. Right? And the kid wants an ice cream after the game. Right? 7. We got broken up. A month later, I'm downtown Huntington having a glass of wine, watching Trumbull on TV, and I see the guy. He walks right over to me. He said, "You changed my life." I'm like, "What do you mean?" He said, "When you told me that story, you hit me right between the teeth. I was so embarrassed I didn't even know what to say. Now, I'm the most positive guy in the world. My ex-wife wants to remarry me. She can't believe it's me, right? When I hear a coach yell, I cringe. And he's got the best relationship with his son the last month." Don't be a perfectionist, man. You're going to walk through life always failing. All right? Be a good teammate. Right? Build your teammates up. My first 10 years I played, every team I was on was in the playoffs. It was awesome. I was not the main cog every year. But I made my teammates better. I built them up. When you build your teammate up, you build yourself up. When you break your teammate down, you break yourself down. Don't be that guy that's always the idiot. That gets old. Build your teammates up, man. You're playing a game of failure. We got to learn. We got to change what we think success is so the confident guy shows up. He's a good player. Be a good teammate. I talk about attacking the inside part of the ball. Almost forgot this. If I gave you guys a hitting lesson, you would get sick of me talking about where we attack the baseball. Right? There's a big difference between staying inside the ball, we always hear that, and attacking the inside part of the baseball. You're inside the ball when you're in the box. He's not going to throw it behind you. He's got to throw it right here. I'm inside that. If I put a ball in a tee right here and the pitcher's out there, this is the nugget right there. That is the inside part of the baseball. This seam in about a quarter inch this way, and that will create the backspin. This over here is the outside part for me. I'm a right-handed hitter. Now I got the hard ground ball and I'm pissed off running down the line. Same bat speed, wrong side of the ball. This is the side of the baseball. That's not what I'm talking about. Mark Trumbo, Paul Goldsmith, their whole goal is to get to that nugget right there. Now it's about contact point. Middle in, middle, and away, but I'm always there, and there. Even on the inside pitch, getting to that inside part of the ball. Not hitting that hard. Oh, nice foul ball, hit it hard. No, get to the inside part of the ball, create the backspin. All right? Does that make sense? I'm the mental coach with the Toronto Blue Jays. We have a quality at-bat champion. Every single team, we have 3 winners per week. They get a $25 gift card if they're in the top 3. Every week. So we have opening day in our system every Monday. And I'm trying to get these guys to get out of their own way. Right? We had one kid go 2 for 20. 2 for 20, and he won a card. He got 2 hits. He hit 7 balls right on the screws, right at somebody, and he got 3 guys over. 12 for 20 will get you a card every week. We have a yearly, an annual. We keep track of everything. How many quality at-bats you have? We got a guy named David Cooper in Double-A. Led our team in quality at-bats. What do you think he hit? 255. This guy lined out once a game minimum. He loved that statement, good hitters line out more. Right? But he also had 20 bombs and 80 RBIs. So he had damage. He had production. The very next year he goes to AAA with the same exact approach. He won a batting title, hit 363. 50 doubles, 100 RBIs. Be the best competitor on the field, guys. That's what it's about. I am a compete coach. I'm a confidence coach. If I'm good when I'm confident, how do I friggin' create confidence? This is why I hit ball hard and win. This is why I don't care what my batting average is. Does that make sense? I have my CD here. I sell them for 20. Online I sell it for 60. Here I got them both for 20 and 20. And I have a new online academy. I'm going to do a live podcast once a week. You're going to be able to ask me questions. I'm going to answer questions. You're going to be able to ask me questions online. I will get back to you. I got about 30 clips of me doing lessons with a 12-year-old and a high school kid that you're gonna like. Right? I'm going to do interviews with stupid amount of baseball people to try and help parent and kid get your mind right. I'm going to get Major League All-Stars interviewed. I'm going to get Division III coaches interviewed. So it can help you guys. All right? If you buy my CD, DVD today, you get a free month. All right? You get a free month. After that, it's $1 a day to be in my academy. So parents, if you get my CD, I need you to, and I have a flyer right here. It says qualityatbatacademy.com. you need to email mark@qualityatbats.com. Just remember mark at, and then put in that, tell them you were at my thing, got my CD DVD, and you'll get a free month. And I think you're going to like it because it's going to be good. I'm going to talk hitting. I'm going to talk the mental side. Whether you guys play at the next level or not, it's going to depend on how you handle failure. Right? This is why when you change what you think success is, there's freedom for abilities to come out. There's freedom for the confident little Johnny to come out. He doesn't always come out. There's big leaguers. We got a kid named JP and CB. I love him. I think this guy should be a star. And with the Blue Jays, we're playing the Angels last 4 days, and I'm watching him in the cage doing flips, and you would have thought he was in a 2-hour timeout. Just in full-on power. His confidence level was so low, it was unbelievable. And then I got Mark Trumba, who struck out 4 times the day before, and I shoot him a text. I said, buddy, it's freaking opening day today. He hits a home run that day. Right? We're going to choose how we think. We're going to choose how we think in life. Right? This applies for life, making good choices, being a good competitor, competing. Do you even know how much your parents love you? Your moms? Don't disrespect your moms. Your moms are gold. Right? I lost my mom 3 years ago. It sucked. Great lady. I don't want to get all sappy on you, but you treat your moms right. Right? You don't even know how much they love you. You thank them for this. You thank Alan and Vatch. You guys have one arm, and if you lose it, it's not good. This is why you're out here. Right? And that's awesome. That's the one thing that I could do is I could throw. So that got me to play third, second, little short. They want to make me a catcher. I'm like, no, that's football. That's hard. All right? Anybody have any questions?
Give me a hand, guys, eh?
God bless you. Guys, if your parents aren't here, I have a flyer.
Yeah, if you guys, if nothing else, if you don't have money or your parents aren't here, or nothing else, grab a